Welcome back. We're gonna do these in 2 to 3 part videos. I will upload them very close in time, depending on YouTube and VidMe's uploading times. So we're back. We're gonna continue again, just where we left off. Just getting to Zach's
show
thing.
Movie theater.
Whatever. I think it's some movie venue.
Yeah.
Point of no return.
Pocket Chibi.
Is that Batcat?
Yeah, this is Batcat. That's cute.
Batcat! My kitty ears. See? Batcat!
They blink.
Batcat. Because I can. And why not? A small crowd has already informed in front of the theater when we arrive. The Lift Fest, for short for Luxembourg Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a much bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal. Okay, see the sign in the corner over here by the woman in the red shirt?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a cat wearing earphones.
Literally you.
Especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but...
Oh, he's a movie maker.
Just getting a confirmation letter that the festival's committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. Well, that would. Speaking of the guy, did we get to see Zach? He's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over the most of the moviegoers, and with his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by, like they do for me. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did, back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard. Once, early in their friendship.
Hey,
Oop.
you guys!
He does not fit the
Long time no
name.
see.
Just saying. He probably will when we get to know him, but by the looks of it.
Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves toward us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller, as so to not bump or accidentally hit anyone.
Same! I just make myself smaller to be invisible.
Typical Zach. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hand in greeting and...
Sup, C-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
Stop!
Ugh! That's me banging my head against the wall. Sorry, that hurt. Not hitting the wall, the voice, the terms. Who the hell uses crack-a-lackin' anymore?
Marty, the zebra.
Aside from characters that aren't real.
Rude.
The awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed at how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face.
Uh-huh.
Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Don't stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the
He's
only
blushing!
one who calls
Aw.
me Z-Man.
There's a fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended, but years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears.
That's cute.
Or at least enough for both to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach. I hope you didn't get into trouble again. Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Oh, the bromance is real.
Yep.
The bromance is so real. It's almost precious.
I ended up with chicken down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Harry?
That's
What the hell did you take your shoes off? Why are you just like a chicken?
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad. You really have no idea.
A beat passes. And then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
Aww.
That's cute.
It's a story only the two of them were privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something.
A case, probably.
Becca and I never really find out what the real deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Sometimes. Ah, well, boys will be boys, I guess.
Going to the woods.
I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella!
In the woods. It's woods
Rebecca's
and
not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
I have a
You're
feeling she
literally
likes
the
Ash.
only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
She likes Ash.
That is true. They've known each other far longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all. Oh, how cute.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie. Isabella!
Speak of the devil.
Thank goodness!
Speak of the devil.
I just said that.
Without warning, a hand grabs me by the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
I have to lean back a little with the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on either side of my head to keep me still. She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face.
Aw.
How are you? Are you alright? Why wouldn't I be?
Did Rose tell you things?
Rose called me earlier.
Of course she
God
did.
damn it, Rose!
Why can't you keep your mouth shut?
Those 4 words tell me all I need to know.
Uh-huh.
Since I don't have any family living close by and the only other relative I have here works for the far side of the country, I gave my company Becca's contact number in case of an emergency.
Emergency. We were fine, Rose.
I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
I just fell down
Fine.
some stairs. It's good.
Beside me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of avoiding Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for said area. I do my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down.
A few steps. You fell
I
down the
blacked out for
entire
a few
stairway.
seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
Got it, Mom.
She did look pale when I saw her.
Goddamn
Not
Ash!
helping.
Thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you
I
mentioned
remember
this earlier,
pale.
we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm pale as milk. Deal with it,
I'm
people.
sorry. Saw her.
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Okay, that is a jealous face. Look at that.
Whoa! Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure
That's
out what it is.
jealousy and
Annoyance,
rage.
jealousy, rage, anger.
She loves Ashton.
That's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At
That's
least.
cute.
Good.
Good. I'm not
You're
happy.
Adorable.
I'm clenching my teeth and trying to talk at the same time.
Becca.
See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film. We can always watch it some other time.
No.
Sorry, Zachary.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
Seriously.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
I shoot him a pleading look.
Just help me.
Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point.
Zach!
In the end, I think it's your call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For heaven's sake. Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it. Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it.
We had to fix something here, guys, real quick. Sorry.
You're not missing it. Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Sure.
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks, something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it.
Thank you,
It's
Ash.
not like we can stop her either.
Thank you, Ash.
Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
Well then, Becca.
Sorry, Becca.
I'm not.
You're scary.
But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
Ash, that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. When at last she lets out a deep sigh and nods, albeit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca. It's always been you with him, isn't it?
You
you say something?
love him. That's
Me?
adorable.
Nothing. Don't mind me. If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
I think I do. Hold on.
I pull myself off from Becca and to get my wallet from
Oh
my bag
no, the
and...
bag.
What's this?
Bag.
No!
The
No!
letter!
It's already in Ash's hands before I can even react.
Damn it.
Behind him, Becca and Zach are both giving him the piece of paper an intrigued look.
Damn it.
No! Give it back!
It's
Well,
just a paper.
6 people.
I don't
Got the
care!
job done.
Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
Ash! I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper way above his head.
You're a jerk.
I've never been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now I really wish I had that advantage over him. That's me every day. I'm
Don't
short.
open it!
Yeah, don't open it.
What's the
Save
big
your
deal?
life.
It's not like it's a love letter.
No, it's a
I don't
death
see any
letter.
reason to... Hold on a second. This is, isn't it?
No.
Even if it is, it's not for you.
You
Okay.
didn't need to say
Now I'm
that.
Oh!
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that.
Becca.
The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper.
Becca, stop him, please.
God damn.
Great.
Son of a...
Well, we showed 6 people.
I can't breathe. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I notice how my hands are trembling at my sides. Clasping them together doesn't do any good. They're still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. The awful sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone, please. Today is turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or
We
else.
got it. 6
Well,
people.
that's interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
It's never too
Ash
early.
waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its contents.
I don't need to see it.
I don't need to see.
Do
I
you
don't
need to see
want to see.
I can't actually
The letters.
see the lines.
The words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. That way.
Yeah.
It's not a prank.
Lie! It makes all of them stop, even if I'm surprised with how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
Look at his face.
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Becca.
Hold on. Are we
Becca,
still
stop
talking
us.
about this paper?
Stop us.
Or is it about the urban legend again? Both. I know it sounds
Yeah,
ridiculous.
please tell us this is ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've got to be kidding me.
No.
See,
Unfortunately.
this is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Then why did you not lie?
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
No.
It's not a joke! Will you guys listen to me first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing might have...
Right. And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up.
I hate you.
There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
Language.
But it's real! What do you think I saw?
Look at her face.
Oh god.
A hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
We saw it before
It
we fell
happened
down the
after,
stairs.
when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing.
She's terrifying.
We're all in danger. I thought you were my friends. Why don't you believe me?
Sorry if the train kind of overdid the voicing, but I live right next to train tracks. So,
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other.
Yes,
this
it
thing
does.
and that thing has got nothing to do with the other thing that has things upon
When
things.
Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this one.
God damn it.
Don't bother.
Stupid! Don't bother. With another word, I snatched the letter out of Ash's hand, stuffed it back in my bag with more force than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy.
My life.
To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head begging for a little attention I can't afford to give right now.
That's what happens when you fall downstairs.
Honestly, there's just so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. Before I can take a single step away from the group,
Guys!
Thanks, Zach.
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's to a point he wants to drive home. And hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
It's a
And
Halloween
hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy
decoration.
get-together?
We
We
could
haven't
just say
seen each other
that.
for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please.
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca, too. I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yet, despite Zach's attempt to lighten things up, or Ash's and Becca's acquiescing gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might not have turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless. So careless.
Well, in the game, it's October.
Maybe leaving is the better decision for all of us.
You pretend it's a Halloween decoration.
What do you want to do?
I want to stay for the movie. I want to know what it is.
Any other day, I'd excuse myself and go straight home. But this is something special to Zach. Something he worked so hard to bring to life.
Yeah.
I should know better. I might be having a bad day, but being with the few people I care about far outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room.
Yes.
And what if the thing in the attic follows me home?
Exactly.
I don't want to be left with my thoughts either.
No.
I can still see it whenever I close my eyes.
That's creepy.
And maybe if I stay, let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened, they'll listen to me. There's nothing you can't solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella. That's what Mama used to tell me. Besides, I don't have the heart to ditch Zach. A smile is back on my face when I look back at them.
If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
Alright, that's the Isabella I know.
Woo!
Oh, good.
Did right.
I thought for sure you were going to cry.
Rude.
This time, I really do send an elbow straight to his stomach. Stupid Ash being vertically challenged has its perks, too.
What was that for?
Stop
jerk.
calling me a crybaby. I'm not one.
Aw, don't cry.
Stop it.
I swear.
Okay, scaredy cat then.
Bella, you
That
should just
too.
kick him in the
If
nards.
you repeat that, I swear I'll... Let's just go.
Okay.
Without another word, Becca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to wait for us when I call after her.
Poor Becca.
Ash and I exchange looks at that, the same question likely swimming in our minds. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too?
She's pissed.
I'll
that
try
you're
asking
not-
her about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food I promised.
But you'll miss it.
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember? I'll be in there soon.
One friendly tap on my shoulder and then he's gone. A few moviegoers are still milling about. Some are still waiting in line for tickets, but otherwise most of the crowd are already inside. There's nothing much for us to do here now. Not a word of protest comes from me when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside.
How's our relationship with Becca?
Let's see.
Did we ruin it?
We have stats, guys. Isabella, Hana, we haven't met. Zach. Becca went down a little. Ash went up some. Zach and Marianne are up. That's good.
Okay.
Well, all in all, it could be worse.
That phase though.
Are you sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Okay.
Absolutely sure.
What are you talking about? Shut up! Somehow, halfway through the movie, the conversation steered toward what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach was the one who brought it up again.
Really?
In his own movie's premiere.
I want to see the movie.
Now the film's just serving as background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones. Careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash.
He's rude.
I just hope we don't end up arguing about it again. We'd all get kicked out for sure. Though, with how loud Ash's voice is, we'll probably get thrown out before any argument happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us.
She doesn't like us anymore.
She's been quiet the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I didn't know any better, I think we did something that offended her.
We did.
Did we?
Yep.
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
Rude.
It was standing right in front of me, Ash.
He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. Plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he heading this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
You don't want to
I
see
am
that
not
close.
going back there.
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
True.
Rose does the first floor tour.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing.
Maybe.
Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
That's true. No, the house did change hands over the years from one distant relative of the urban guards to another. None of them bothered to live in it, though, and it remained that way until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
I'm not, but
Nothing
it could
like
be.
that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
Sure.
Sure!
You'd do that?
Thank you, Zach.
Or we can find you a psychologist instead.
We're not crazy.
There are very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
Exactly.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer.
Sure.
This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop.
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university. And can you guys keep it down?
Sorry, the scaredy cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one, but talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things, and probably put your fears to rest since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
I'd rather just.
Ash might be right, too. However, what Zach suggested is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They're only giving me these suggestions to put my mind at ease. But it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort in knowing that they're willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call. We'll go with whatever you want.
I don't know.
Let's go with Zach.
Priest
Yeah.
or professor?
Let's go with the priest, because if it gets rid of Demon Lady, I'm fine.
I'll think about it. But maybe we could go with Zach's idea?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that.
Shut up, Ash. No one loves you.
It wouldn't hurt to try, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we did something than just stand around.
That's true.
I'll let you know when he's available, Bella.
Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, Zach. I knew I could count on you. Guys, I said keep it down.
Sorry,
You keep
Becca.
insisting that we still watch it, yet you're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this.
It's true.
The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw her an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one she should be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen. She's ignoring us again.
Rude.
When Becca's acting this way, there's a big chance something's nagging at her.
Yeah, we didn't go home like she
We really need to talk.
suggested.
We all fall into comfortable silence after the kind you can only share with people you're most at ease with. For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours.
How are we doing on time?
We are doing just fine. I'm gonna pull a quick save, because I don't want to have to do that again.
Nightmare.
Night has fallen by the time we exit the movie house. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling, full of people. Those about to head home, those set to meet someone, even those simply wandering about. Walking in the sea of unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city as nondescript as Luxembourg. I was afraid too, at one point, back when I was still new and had just set foot in this place. Now, with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zack and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends, and Ash? Who knows? He never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zack a lot, much to the latter's frustration.
Poor Zach.
But he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
No!
Huh?
No, thank you.
A sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing becoming labored. I can taste blood in my mouth. The edge of my vision blurs.
I'm actually looking in the background to see if she pops up.
I know. In the distance, amidst the countless nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me,
No!
pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears.
I don't want to help you.
Whispering and whispering and whispering. Calling out. Help me, please.
No, not me.
Somebody, help me.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place, the murmurs gone. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Yeah.
Oh, just... Okay.
Yeah, we were totally listening to the conversation.
I think we're gonna leave this one here, guys.
Spook!
We'll be back, very soon with another one. So, if you're on YouTube, give it a like, a favorite, subscribe. On VidMe, give it a like, a favorite, an upvote, subscription, and we'll see you guys in a minute or two.
Spooky noises!
Bye, guys.
I don't like the spooky noises.
I don't like this. This is giving me the creeps.
Wow.